in amongst a battle, like there's very little time for kind of like, let's really like delve into the emotions, because you're in the middle of, as I'm sure other actors have told you, you're in the middle of this huge moving machine that's a weeks long fight choreography. That like all of these moments are going to have to somehow drop into and seamlessly be transferred through, like in the filming itself, let alone in the actual edit and then the final thing. So I just had to do a lot of preparation to know that whenever it was that they were like, okay, we're going on to this moment now, that I knew I was ready, and I knew what I had to work with, and I knew what I had inside that I could use. And to be honest, working with Millie really helps, because she's a really spontaneous actress.
Okay.
She's really she's very available and brilliant to work with, and so we just kind of like pieced it through. And to be honest, in the middle of all of those the Dane stuntmen, all like this huge melee with all of the smoke and all of the sound and all of the adrenaline, you actually have to do much less acting than you think, because you're there and you're in it and it's happening.
You're living it.
And it like a lot happens to you rather than you having to make it happen.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
it was
amazing.
Great. I think that scene, that whole battle sequence is really epic. I think they did an amazing job with that. I mean, the whole season, but that battle particularly is really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the whole season's good, but for me, I think the first 4 episodes of the season are just some of The Last Kingdom's best stuff that they've put out. I mean, it was so good, and then the battle just capped it off. I didn't think we were going to get it that early in the season. I thought it was going to be like, I saw it in the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, that's like 10. We're waiting for 10 for that.
That's the finale. Yeah.
No. So what was it like then, winding up for the shoot then, for that week-long choreography? Was that something you were preparing before time, or was it really just there? What was it like filming for all that?
So for the big battles, we do quite a lot of preparation. I mean, it probably does boil down to just a couple of days of fight rehearsals with all of the stunt team. Levente Lejac, who's the stunt coordinator, but also the action director now for the last season, brings everybody together, and we just walk through all of the stunts. And yeah, as I said, with Sarah, talked through all of the moments that we had to capture as well, that were kind of more about detail and emotion, etc. But yeah, as I said, it's once you get into it, it's like entering, in Charlie Chaplin's, I think, is it Modern Times, where you go, or maybe it's City Lights, where he goes through those gears. Have you ever seen that film? Like he falls into a factory, and he's like and he like rolls through these gears going through the factory machine. It's an incredible moment in cinema. Being in Battle Week feels a little bit like that. You're just you hit the ground, and then you just start in. You're just in it, and you just have to survive. I mean, so it's a bit like a battle itself. But Levente is an incredible stunt coordinator, and the whole team around the action of the show is really, really well honed and really, really committed. And to be honest, all of the actors, I think, who do a lot of action, like whether it's Alex, Jeppe, Magnus, and obviously Arnus, Mark, and Ewan and the whole of Ucha's gang, they're really ready for it. They're really up for it, and they really know what they're doing. So you just kind of fit into that, and it's I actually really enjoy Battle Week, even though it can be really physically grueling, just because you're on set with like thousands of people pretending to be warriors, like I don't know, 100 horses, all everything that a production can throw cinematically at a scene. And you're just watching it all unfold. And if you're not watching it all unfold, you're actually in it, doing like fighting and acting. And it's, I don't know, it's like a childhood dream to get to be part of those scenes, even if like the actual reality of them is quite grueling and quite tough.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you've been involved in several battle scenes going back to season 2. I think at Biamfliat, you got some pretty good beats in that. And then at the beginning of season 3, in Biamfliat, I think you yell shield wall, which Steve and I, we love our shield wall calls.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So a great shield wall call. But anyway,
I'd love to hear your guys' shield wall calls. I think you should
All right.
should maybe at the end, maybe when we're off camera. You can
I'll
give
do it
me
right
your
now.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Oh, please, go on.
Shield wall.
That was great, Steve.
Yeah. Did you want to get lined up next to me? Did you?
Col-
Yeah,
Colby-
I already grabbed my shield. I was
yeah,
ready.
I had mine on top of my head, just shielding from arrows. That was
That was
second line.
fantastic.
Colby, you're up.
Super good.
Colby, you got to go now.
Shield wall.
Ooh, ooh.
What do you think? Be honest. Be honest.
I mean, I'd say that you're both definitely Saxon warriors, which I'm super happy about.
Okay.
And I think you do great. You do great work as Alpha's lieutenants.
Ooh,
All right. Well, we'll
right.
take that.
Or if you needed one. I mean, he's not around anymore, unfortunately. But